Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFXTV. I'm of course the Wrestle Gamer, Double Bing Billy Boudreaux, and this is going to be my TNA Impact Wrestling review of the week of December 12th, 2013. We open up the show with Dixie Carter attempting to spin the wheel of Dixie, as it were, to determine the match stipulation for the finals between Magnus and Jeff Hardy. And before she had an opportunity to do so, out comes Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is still pissed off about what happened with him and Bobby Roode. He came to just totally annihilates the wheel of Dixie, and Angle's demanding Roode to come out. They basically start talking back and forth. They end up fighting, and then the statement was made by Kurt Angle saying that he was so good that he could beat Bobby Roode twice in one night, and Roode said, "Prove it," and challenged Kurt Angle to a 2 out of 3 falls match for final resolution. I would really like to see that. Their matches have been really, really good between Kurt Angle and Bobby Roode. So, I'm not opposed to that. 3.5 out of 5 for the opening, just because I had to see Dixie Carter. But up next, a match that had been made last week because of what Bad Influence has been doing. We have Eric Young and Joseph Park. Park looking to be somewhat distracted, thinking on Bad Influence, and it got to the point where it took EY busting Park open, Park seeing the blood, and then Park abyssing up and just annihilating Bad Influence and getting the win. Now, what I found interesting about where they're going with the Joseph Park character is the fact that Eric Young got on the microphone after the match was over and said, "I know why you can't find your brother Abyss. It's because you are Abyss." And that kind of leaves me thinking, where are they going with the Joseph Park character? Where are they taking this next? It seems to be interesting, 3.5 out of 5 again on this, and then what I thought was going to be a really shit moment, and I mean every single word of that. EC3 was going to challenge Jeremy Borash, of all people, because it said it would be an explosion on social media. Of course, Jeremy Borash is kind of like the social media guru of sorts for TNA. Then out comes Sting, thank God that TNA didn't actually go through with this, and kind of said it was time for EC3 to man up, and either enroll your name in the Feast of Fired match or fight Sting. And EC3 said, "You're on. I'm going to enroll in the Feast of Fired." And at that point, the thought just came in my head, how funny would it be for EC3 to get the "you're fired" case? How would they work that into an angle? 3 out of 5. You know what? I'm going to bump it up to a 3.25 out of 5. Sting made the whole segment better. So far, I have really nothing positive to say about the EC3 gimmick or the guy running the gimmick. Gail Kim was demanding her next challenger because she claimed she wasn't getting any competition, and out comes ODB, who says she doesn't have a beef with Gail Kim, more with Lady Tappa, and they started fighting and ended up being a 2-on-1 beatdown until I was really, really shocked and returned with the return of Madison Rayne. Yes, guys and gals, Madison Rayne is back in TNA. She's a redhead now, so I don't know if that was her natural color or if that was something she did. But she ended up making the save for ODB. Now, if you guys remember correctly, the last time we saw Madison Rayne on TV, her and Gail Kim were supposed to be BFFs. So very interesting to see where they're going to be going here. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 because TNA finally did something that I didn't think would be predictable. The return of Madison Rayne was really well done. It was kind of kept under wraps, and to me, I think TNA did a very good job of that. Up next, we had Dixie Carter coming out, calling out Jeff Hardy and Magnus, the two finalists, and kind of revealing what the match was going to be for their finals, for their title match at Final Resolution. For it to be what she called a Dixieland match. And if I understand this correctly, it's supposed to start out as a cage match, and then somehow it evolves into a ladder match. To what extent and how it will be worked will be interesting to see how they pull it off. But did they have to call it a Dixieland match? Really? Did they have to? 3 out of 5 on that one. Now, all throughout the night, we were seeing Rockstar Spud's adventures in Georgia, as I would like to call it, because he is attempting to not only ascertain the whereabouts of AJ Styles, but also to reacquire the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt that AJ Styles rightfully holds, because he is the champion. And so far, it was a mixture of sad and funny, because I know that Rockstar Spud's is loaded with potential, but right now TNA is just using him as comic relief. It's basically the Ricardo Rodriguez of TNA. I mean, we know they're loaded with talent, but the companies are just letting them play second banana to other people. So that's pretty much all I can say about that. Austin Aries was taking on Chris Sabin for the X Division title on this installment of Impact Wrestling, and it ended up with Sabin falling victim to the brain buster of Austin Aries, and Aries becoming the X Division champion for the 4th time in TNA, and it was a very solid match. I really can't think of anything bad to say about it. I really do truly enjoy Austin Aries and Chris Sabin. They put on a good match, and of course, after the match was over, Sabin had the idea to put his name in for Feast or Fired, and Austin Aries decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing, and this is what they ended up doing. So 4 out of 5 on the X Division title matches. It was hands down one of the best matches of the night. And then Mr. Anderson was on his way out there for Feast or Fired, and of course he was doing his traditional Mike coming down promo thing, and next thing you know, Bully Ray comes out of nowhere, attacks Mr. Anderson, and then delivers a dark message saying, "You raped me of my future. Now, your twins, your unborn twins, I am responsible for their future." Kind of a dark message, kind of a, they get rid of the aces and eights, finally, and now they're going to have Bully Ray kind of, instead of being just the typical heel, he's going to be a dark, brutal heel, I guess is the way to describe it. But I thought it was interesting to see what they were doing with there, so very interesting to see where they go next with Anderson and Bully Ray. 3.75 out of 5. Up next, we had Feast or Fired. We had Samoa Joe, Gunner, Cowboy James Storm, Curryman, the EC3 Jobbers, EC3, Austin Aries, Chris Sabin, Chavo Guerrero, and DJ Zima Ion. Okay, well, first things first, I'm glad, first things first, Curryman walks out on the match. Because we all remember what happened to him the last time he was in Feast or Fired. He got the "You're Fired" case. So the Curryman walk out. So the first person to capture a case, of course, was EC3. He captured case number 3. Then we had DJ Zima Ion with case number 2. Chavo Guerrero takes case number 4, and that leaves Gunner with case number 1. I'm not sure when they're doing the big reveals. I think they might be doing them at Final Resolution. Do not hold me to that. But I wouldn't put it past TNA to do it at Final Resolution, the big reveal of the Feast of Fire briefcases. So the person's going to get fired, which I hope it's EC3, because the gimmick is lame. It's either going to be EC3, DJ Zima Ion, Chavo Guerrero, or Gunner. My pick for best match of the night is going to go to Austin Aries and Chris Sabin. I was thoroughly impressed with what they did. I thought it was a great X Division match. Worst segment, it's got to go to EC3 challenging Jeremy Borash. TNA, you want to put a lot of hype into the EC3 gimmick, then have him actually do something other than challenging jobbers, no-name talent, no offense to Curryman or Shark Boy, and having them face referees and ring announcers. Bar none. This episode of Impact Wrestling gets an official 3.25 out of 5. What I want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on Impact Wrestling this week. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/WGS-TV. And don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network. So with that being said, I'm the WrestleGamer, Double B Billy Boudreaux, saying thank you very much for watching.